Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Here we go. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Taking a look at Milwaukee. Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Pass to Jokic. Now Exum. There's the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Lillard. Jokic grabs the miss.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Murray. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Well, that's just sweet passing there for Murray, keeping his eyes open and finding the open man.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this court.
And it's Jokic in the corner. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Now they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Lillard left side. Portis drives in. And Portis throws it down.
And Portis can get going at his size. He charged in there and he found himself a look.
Murray outside. Pass to Watson. Back to Exum. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Exum's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a two-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Pass to Holmgren. Just 4 to shoot. A 3-ball. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And here's Denver. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19. excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Now Murray. After the missed 3 from Chet Holmgren. Back to Murray. Denver needs to get off a shot. From deep, Jokic. No good that time.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Lillard outside. Portis. Sean Marion grabs the miss. Denver leading by 12. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Holmgren. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Denver Nuggets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. 14. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
For the Nuggets.
The Nuggets leading by 10.
Michael Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Russell Westbrook.
Down low, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And there's an ease to Porter when he gets up vertically. Man, he can rise up and throw it down.
And then Lillard slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Out to Marion. Fires the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Marion's got the lead up to 13 now for Denver.
And not where he earns his money, that 3-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Back to Holmgren. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Holmgren the screen. Lillard misses.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Plays it up and banks it in. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
But once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
Back to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Once he has the ball, if his feet are set up, Bobby's going to let those rip.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the wide open shot from Green. Drops in the tray. Green's got 5.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Hey, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Left side, Porter. Pass to Edwards. Outside, Porter. Three-pointer. And Holmgren pulls it down. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. A 12-point game. And an intentional foul right there. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA. And sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
.137 left to play in the first half. And he drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Edwards, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside for Batum. And stolen by Murray. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. The Nuggets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First one falls for him. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Here's Murray after the basket by Milwaukee. Pass to Jokic. 43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. Ford with the ball. This one for 3. Now Hartenstein. Trent outside. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Jokic. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes both free throws.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And so that's the end of the first half. Nuggets ahead, up by 11. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Lillard surveying the D. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And here is Portis. Holmgren in the post. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
The Nuggets leading by 8. Pass to Jokic. Jokic lumbering in. Great D that time from Portis. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Jokic a screen. Out to Marion. Lets it go with a three. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Pass to Watson. Here's Jokic. Got a piece of it. Lillard outside. Jacks up a three. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now. I'm not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Pass to Jokic. And the drought. Good. Jokic can indeed take a little contact.
There you go. Finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
Holmgren the screen. Here's Lillard. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Sean Marion grabs the miss.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
1:58 left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Green. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down hard.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. .146 left in the third. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Here's Hartenstein. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Right side, Porter. And finished off by Porter Jr.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Bucks trailed by 5. Here's 4. Batum, the screen. Hartenstein inside. And it's Trent in the corner. Pass to Ford. 4 on the clock. Batum, the screen. From deep. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And it's Jokic in the corner. The power of Jokic. Wow.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And so it's the Denver Nuggets.
The Nuggets, 41.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. The 19-foot shot goes back up. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Holmgren wide open. No good with the triple.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Exum with it. Lillard picks him up. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Back to Lillard. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Jackson misses. Denver leading by 11. Pass to Jokic. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Holmgren.
Just have to stay down on any kind of pump fake. Once Jokic got him up in the air, he had him.
Now here's Lillard. Portis the screen. Back to Lillard. That one no good. Nice D from Porter. Here's Jokic. Great D that time from Portis. Bucks trailed by 13. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Now, when Dame's on the move, you know something good's going to happen.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing.
Pass to Exum. Goes up on the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Timeout.
Brent, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Was able to listen on what David Adelman went over with his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort. We'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. 4 on the shot clock. Green, no luck. Bucks trailed by 9. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his first foul. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Portis. Lillard with it. Back to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Sean Marion grabs the miss. Denver leading by 9. Pass to Exum. Back to Green. Now here's Exum. Covered by Lillard. Now Green. Here's the three. To the wing right side. Marion outside. The Nuggets with another miss. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And bigs like Portis can get up and make those dunks look sweet.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Green taking his time here. Here's Jokic. Off the mark, and the drought continues. And it's the Bucks ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Holmgren. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Number 11, Nick Batum.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Here's Marion. Misses the three. So we see Denver get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll do it, folks.
nước này